Hey Scorpio, it's Basil. What do you need to know? This is going to be a general reading for the month of April 2025. I'm going to see whatever you need to know is going to come through. Love, work, career, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Whatever we're going to see, we're going to pull it apart. If you have a specific question that you'd like me to read, you can find me on my website, basiltarot.com. I do Zooms or I do pre-recorded videos like this one, which you can order from there. I'd love to read with you, see if I can help you out. In the meantime, let's see what the overview is. All right. Let's see. While I'm pulling your card, I do want to mention, even though I have this deck in my hand, I have a Gemini staring at me from another deck. So I don't know who the Gemini is in this read, but it's pretty strong. It's also the Lover's card. So you got somebody's pretty deep there. Okay. All right. What have we got? What have we got for my Scorpios? All right. Bottom of the deck, underlying energy of this read, you have a choice. And she is blindfolded. So either you don't see this choice coming, or you don't know what to make the choice, make the decision. It can also be a crossroads. So I feel like both of those, this way or that way. I don't know how many of you have seen the old movie, The Wizard of Oz, you know, when they're in the brick road and you're like, should I go this way? Should I go that way? You're right there. Right there. But you're not feeling stuck about it. That's what I love about my Scorpios. You guys take no prisoners. Honest to God. The first card out was you're feeling torn about something. So, yeah, this or that. But you're not feeling stuck. Either one is easy to decide on. So that is good news. So if you don't know what this is yet, whatever it comes, it's kind of like trying to, make a decision between the two best pieces of cake you've ever seen in your life, and you can only choose one. It's not a bad deal. Or I could see, so Three of Swords can also be three people. So what does that mean? If in a love life, is there a third party here? So to me, it's like you don't feel stuck. So are you interested in someone else? Or do you have an open relationship, or you're dating and you're not committed yet? So I do feel right off the bat, you decide to leave. Somebody leaves. Completely leaves. But you stay as friends. So to me, this is friend zone. So if you're in a love situation and there's another party that comes in, I do feel you don't feel stuck about it. You don't feel trapped. I don't feel you stressing, Scorpio. In a sense, I'm getting kind of a relief. So it's either you or them. But the King of Wands could be a Sagittarius, could have fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But King of Wands is a best friend energy. It's that person, I would call it the warm fuzzy sweater of a person. You just love being around this person. Maybe it didn't work out in a love scenario, but they're a good friend, they're a mentor. I could also read this in a work situation. If you're not really sure what you want to do, like you're torn between, should I work full-time? Should I do a side gig? Should I ramp up my side gig and give something up? You're not pushed to the wall to have to make a decision you don't want to make. If you're working for someone, this is my human resources card. So I feel like, again, you're telling that person, you're done, you're out. If you're in a situation where you're losing your job, you're getting laid off, it still doesn't seem to be something, from what I'm seeing the rest of the cards, nothing here is traumatic, okay? So this message, text message, DM, email, it comes in, but as soon as it comes in, it goes out. So this to me is you find out there seems to be something about a message, a communication. Could also be, I don't read this person as a player, this card as a player very often, but maybe that's part of why you're not feeling bad about this person. You thought they weren't a player and you find out, yeah, they really are. And I'm really not gonna be into this. But once they come and go, victory, success. You're really happy. You're like, yeah, okay, great. All right, let's go. One thing about this in this position though, and where I have it on the table, this is about, looking forward, putting something behind you, not quite with another person yet. I think your emotions and your decisions really propel forward, going, yeah, okay, no, this is really like it. This is what I need to do. This is what I am doing. No problem. You go through the actions. Your attachment to the situation may lag a little and take a little bit. You may keep looking back a little bit before you really move forward. Not second guessing if this was the right decision or not to leave. But like, who doesn't want, did they miss me? Did it change? And I don't feel like there's any game playing here. It's just human nature to say, did that have any effect on that person? So I feel like you plow forward, but then you haven't, there's a lag. Okay. We'll just leave it at that. How people see you is you're making an announcement that someone's holding on to their emotions too tightly. So maybe this is you telling that person, you know what? I'm not getting the love here. I'm not getting what I need from this situation, this relationship. Again, tarot can either go both ways. They could be telling you this, but I'm feeling pretty strong, Scorpio, that it's you. Somebody's holding on to their emotions. They're not expressive. Maybe they're emotionally unavailable. They seem like they got it all going on. They're pretty grounded financially, and they've got, but emotionally they just can't be open. They're just not there for you in that way that you need or that you'd like. It's also my card of logistics. So again, you've got this sense that you're leaving. You could be leaving a place that has snow on the ground right now. But I feel like you're making an announcement about you're going somewhere that's now outside of a city. So this could be a relocation that you're announcing to friends, family, because that's what that position is. And there you go. You're like, no regrets. You turn your back, you move on to something better, something that you really love. 8 is the ancient number of money. It's the 8 of Cups. So you're moving on to something that it could be financially better in a place. I feel like you're kind of leaving the situation, and this is really about you in a good way. I feel like this is strong, a really strong move when you make the decision. There's no regrets. There's no regrets. So there may be a fight. Not saying there won't be from the other person. It could happen. This could be an inner struggle. This could be an external struggle, or maybe a little bit of both. But you get the 3 of Cups. This is about a celebration of love, but this is with your friends. You're like, I'm thrilled. It's also a social card. It's about getting out. It's about going to a party, a conference. If this is work, this is, you're getting out of the house. You're being around people and having fun. So if you haven't had fun in a while, this is the time to do that. And your outcome card is wishes come true. It's like, this is great. Now, I'm going to put this out there, okay? Because I saw these two together, and we're going to circle back to your lovers and this Gemini card. I'm going to read this Gemini as the Gemini season coming up, which is May 23rd, give or take a day, to June 22nd, 23rd-ish. Both of these are about a social event, a social place, right? I like to read this card of, look at that. If that doesn't look like a banquet table at a wedding or a conference or anything like that, could all the glasses, all the cups, breweries, wineries, wine tasting, toasting with those wine glasses. Is this where you meet another person? Is this where you meet another job? You know, you could be going out with friends and someone there, it happens to be connected to the next big job, or somebody inspires you to whatever you do next. I feel like it's important that you be social and you get out there once you decide and change whatever the situation is that you're in now, because I don't think it's going to take long before either someone or another opportunity comes in, and it's going to come in a place where you least expect. It's when you're out just having fun with your friends, with your family, you're going out. So this is where we are, Scorpio. It's actually a really good thing. I feel like you're going to become very, very social by the end of April in a really good way. In a really good way. Let me just pull one more to wrap this up. And while I'm shuffling, I will be sending you some love and light. And if you'd like to pay it forward, hit the like button and say a person or people's names, and you'll be sending them love and light as well, and we'll keep that chain going. I like that idea. Oh, okay. All right. Your last clarification. I got the King of Swords. I don't like the King of Swords. I'm not going to say, it's my asshole card. It's a creep. He's a jerk. Nasty, says something that maybe that's the conflict. And I see it rolling right off your back, taking a leap of faith. I'm out of here. I'm done. I don't care. It's a 0. It's starting something brand new. And you're not even going to look down. You're just going to do it. So if it's a naysayer, if you decide to do something different, and there's somebody around you telling you you're not going to succeed or why you're doing that, it does not seem to affect you whatsoever. It rolls right off you and you take a leap of faith, and that is what you should be doing. All right? All right, Scorpio, thank you so much. We'll see you again soon.